Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of First Look Final Word, the podcast where we take you along to see a movie with us. I'm Pete.
And I'm Trevor. Thanks for listening as always, you group of master blasters. Today we're watching Predator Badlands. Cast out from his clan, a young predator finds an unlikely ally in a damaged android and embarks on a treacherous journey in search of the ultimate adversary.
Ooh, okay, you're gonna have to explain. I didn't get the reference to Master Blaster.
Master Blaster is from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Oh, okay.
It's do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's
Is that something to do with Tina Turner?
he's the little person who's like sits on top of like
Oh, I get the reference.
the big
now.
like hulking guy,
Right,
and it really seems like from the trailer they're going for a Master Blaster type thing.
See, my mind went when I saw the trailer. My mind went to Chewbacca and C-3PO.
Well, it sort of is the same thing, right?
Just like carrying someone as a backpack.
Well, and to be fair, in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, the Master Blaster relationship is one is the muscle and one is the brain.
Right. It's like a symbiotic relationship.
And like I don't think that fully encapsulates like 3PO and Chewbacca. Because Chewie's pretty smart.
True. It was more or less like, this is the easiest way to carry this idiot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be. Do you think that's what they're going for in this movie then? Like,
you know what? I hadn't even thought of Star Wars but like that probably fits more closely.
Yeah, maybe the Predator's like, it's the easiest way to carry this idiot around. But why would he need to? Like, what do you think?
But
how do you think they're going to explain this relationship?
I think she's going to bring a big tactical advantage to it.
Yeah. But like, aren't Predators like supposed to be?
But why
do you need an android if you're like the alpha predator?
This is a young pup,
true,
right?
True,
like that's
like
this is like a training ground.
Yeah, I guess
planet
so.
Or whatever.
And they are known for using tech to their advantage, so maybe that's just another piece of tech it's using.
That's true. I would say that the Predators are kind of cheats.
Yeah, well, they definitely are. It's like, I'm so good at hunting. It's like, no, you're not. You're invisible, and you got freaking infrared sight and like laser blasters. It's like
going after the best adversary, but while I still maintain a clear advantage every time, and still manage to lose each encounter that I have.
Well, only the ones that we're privy to. Yeah, they had a lot of skulls in his ship. To be fair, like normally.
But like, so what would like the success rate of going against human beings be? Because
well, apparently they've done it a lot, going by all the movies and TV shows they've done now. But you would think that they would. Yeah, it's a good question because they seem to get killed a lot.
I guess in body total, like each predator is killing like 50 people,
right?
But like none of them are making it back from these missions.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. But I mean, like that's what I'm saying. We have to assume there was plenty of times they've shown up and just murdered a bunch of people and then left.
Yeah, I guess
with some skulls.
They're not making movies about the boring ones.
Exactly. Yeah, like our data set is like tainted.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, well, it's kind of just like propaganda, right? We're just seeing the ones where we can go rah human race.
It's like every time we've seen a predator, they've been killed. So I must assume that every predator gets killed every time he steps out of his ship.
And every time we're seeing it, like there's some sort of thematic resonance that like really fits with that character's personal arc.
Exactly. Maybe that's their whole reason. It's just like they're trying to help people grow.
Yeah, like these people have like daddy issues, obviously. So I'm gonna go with that. I watched Killer of Killers.
Did you watch it? I watched it last night.
You know what?
The night before, actually.
I still have about 15 minutes to go.
You didn't watch the end? That's like the whole build-up is to the end.
I'm sorry.
I'll just ruin it for you.
No, please don't.
But there's something that happens at the end that I really want to talk about. Oh, it's fine. We don't have to talk about it.
I'm sorry. I can stay in the car when we get to this movie, then watch the first 15 minutes or the last 15 minutes and miss the first 15 minutes of this one.
I guess we could do that.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Like I just ran out of time, and it wasn't really on my radar until yesterday.
Yeah. Well, I messaged you. I was like, I think I'm gonna watch it because I had it'd been queued up on my list to watch for since it came out, basically. But yeah, because all I heard was that it was very good, so I was like, oh, I'll watch that eventually. But then I never got around to it.
The only thing I had heard about this was years ago after Prey came out. they were talking about having a Predator that took place in feudal Japan.
Yeah, I think
And-
that's basically what it was. I think Dan Trachtenberg had a bunch of ideas for sequels to Prey, and like nobody was going to give him money for any of them. So he's like, I'll just do them all in one movie.
But to be honest, all three of these would have made really good
No,
movies.
that was exactly the reaction I had. I was like, oh man, I'd love to see a full-length movie of
Like-
each one of these. Like, this is 30 minutes is not enough for me to get into this.
To be honest, like probably not the third one. I enjoyed the least, but
I mean, you could have seen how they could have fleshed it out into to be a bit more of an interesting like story.
yeah, it was
They're all very much like, let's just go. Like this, you know enough about this person.
That one was-
these 2 minutes of setup.
It was a little bit too much like Star Wars, I think. The third
Yeah,
one.
yeah, it definitely was. It was definitely my. Should we just talk about that then? It was
Honestly,
definitely.
yeah,
it was
let's do
definitely-
it.
It was
Let's-
definitely my least favorite of the three.
Like I think that there were some good sequences
Oh yeah,
in there.
all of
Like
them.
I don't really care about that
I
person's
didn't
story.
hate it or anything, but yeah, it was definitely the least interesting. I think.
Like it seemed like that guy's dad was trying to give him the same lessons that like his
didn't-
commanding officer was trying to give
I didn't
him. It was a bit of a hat on a hat.
Did you clock who his commanding officer was voiced by?
I wanted to look it up afterwards.
It's your man from Aliens. I always forget how to say his name. Michael Bang.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Okay, Michael Biehn. Yeah.
Yeah, so they were saying like he joins the ranks of people who have been killed now by a Predator, an Alien, and the Terminator.
Well, that's
It was supposed to be. It was
a hell group.
It was
Yeah.
him and Bill Paxton and one other dude, I guess. Although I think on a technicality, Bill Paxton didn't get killed by an alien and got killed by something crashing or a predator. I don't know. One of them didn't count.
No, yeah. Paxton got killed by like a
definitely got killed.
self-detonating
Yeah.
grenade or something, right?
Was that him?
I think so.
He definitely got killed by an alien, though, right?
No, that's what I mean. In Aliens, it was like he blew himself up.
Did he? I thought that was.
I think so.
I
It was
don't
the two of
remember.
them together, or was it?
No, that was Vasquez and
It was
the
Vasquez and the
and the douchey
and
commander.
the lieutenant. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he just
How
got
did Paxton
he
die?
got like annihilated by one commander ceiling, didn't he, or something? Like,
This is like a great tangent, by the way.
which
Like
we watched.
honestly,
Honestly, like 2 weeks ago, didn't we?
yeah. No, but I just thought like if you are like 35 to 45, which like chances are you probably are if you listen to this podcast.
This is what life is like now.
But you're just loving this. And if you are like a 20-year-old who's taking a chance on this podcast, you're like, what the
Like,
hell are these?
these guys are idiots.
Anyways, what were we talking? Oh yeah, we were talking
Yeah,
about
we're talking about Predators.
Predator Killer of Killers.
Yeah, so if you don't know what this is, it's an animated movie that Dan Trachtenberg put out earlier this year,
Yeah, it said 2025.
which was basically 3 short stories about 3 different periods in history where predators have come to fight to find the killer of killers.
I'm mad that I hadn't seen this before.
It's really good.
I don't know
right?
how it like. I think that Disney Plus really needs to rethink how they're promoting stuff on their
Yeah,
platforms. I did
that's
not see
true.
this at all.
And because it was interesting that this is what he did after Prey. I mean, I guess it's like similar. It's like you said, it's like, let's do that again, but we'll do it because one's, you guys don't know, one is like Viking times, and one is feudal Japan with like samurais, and the other is a World War II pilot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting that's. I'm assuming that like he was just feverishly trying to write a sequel to Prey, and then he came up with 3 ideas, and rather than fleshing any one of them out, he was just like, let's do this.
Well, and this is him getting a kick at the can of a fairly sizable budget. Like we
Yeah.
saw what you could do with no money, which everyone was super impressed by. Like
Right.
let's see you scale up a little bit, and
Yeah,
that's
why
what makes me a little nervous about this
yeah,
movie.
me too. I was like, how's he gonna like? It's very different, seemingly from what we've seen in the trailer and stuff about this new movie, Badlands. It looks very different to Prey, and
Yeah.
even different to the stuff that was in Killer of Killers.
I'm feeling a lot better about like him handling this after
Mm.
seeing Killer of Killers because I feel like he gets something about what makes a Predator movie interesting, even
Yeah.
more than like, the original Predator movie.
Yes.
It's like he is able to like design these like complex Rube Goldberg machines without
Yeah.
you realizing that it is a Rube Goldberg machine, like and like
Right.
calling back little elements so perfectly.
True,
to-
true.
and, like-
yeah, he does a really good job of that. Actually.
Like finding very creative ways for the Predator's tech to kill him,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
exactly, yeah, or like a novel way to trick him into kill himself.
yeah. So
That's why I'm kind of worried about this one though, a bit like, well, not to spoil the ending of Killer of Killers, but like it gets more into predator society, and like they even have a name for the predators. Like they actually have a name, that
Okay.
species. Like I don't know what it is. It's like Ugori or something, but because I think he's like a proper nerd and like in like the
Yeah.
comic book lore and like how the society runs and
So
like
he's like the Dave Filoni of
exactly.
Predators.
So like he definitely knows his onions and is like proper into it. But I'm a bit like I don't know if I really when they've tried to do that in the past with like those crappy Predator movies, I'm just a bit like I don't really care about the Predator Society. I just kind of want to see him hunting people.
Well, I like the best part of Predator 2 is just seeing the ship. And
Yeah,
that like
exactly.
you don't and like that's not a very good movie, but that was a
No,
great part of a bad movie.
but you like you
You
don't
like
need to like you don't need to take the mystery away from it though, right? Like that's the problem.
well, and that's kind of like where I feel the Alien franchise has
Yes.
run amok. Like not that I've like disliked the recent entries, but
Yeah.
the more that they try to expand on the lore outside of like Weyland-Yutani is an evil corporation,
Yeah.
that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Like I'm just a little disappointed because like coloring in the lines is not always
No.
to the benefit of the franchise.
but,
Like, probably rarely to the benefit of the
And
franchise.
it seems and like this one seems to be upholding that tradition of like being in the Alien Predator universe, right? Because isn't she a Weyland Yutani like android?
I didn't know that for sure. Like that was just
I
my
think she
assumption.
because I think it is supposed to be like Weyland Yutani's mentioned or whatever.
Right. Okay. Well, that would make sense. Like,
Yeah, but I kind of agree with you. It's why I really struggled to get into Alien Earth. Like, did you ever watch Alien Earth?
I watched the first episode.
Yeah, I
and
watched a
thought,
couple of episodes, but I
like,
just like
this is incredibly well made,
Yeah.
and I don't care about it.
yeah, it's weird, right? I keep hearing people tell me that if you stick with it, it's just really worth it. But I was a bit the same. I was like, oh, this is awesome. It's like just like Aliens, and like it's a real throwback, and they really put a lot of effort into making this like feel like part of that universe. But I was like, yeah, but I don't really care. Like, I don't need to see this again.
Like, there's not one evil corporation. There's 6 evil corporations.
Exactly.
And like I'm probably not giving it a fair shake because I just watched the one episode.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like it just seems like why do I care that there's more than there's more than one evil
yeah.
corporation and they don't like each other?
Yeah, it didn't really hook me, but I will go back to that eventually. Maybe this one will put me back on that thread because I am a big fan of like universe building in that sense. I love like getting really deep, which is I know I'm literally just going against what I said 5 minutes ago, but I live this weird line between like you don't need to reveal all the secrets and go into the reasons why things are, but at the same time I do love like world building and stuff, so it's just hard to get right.
Just yeah, you love world building when it doesn't suck.
It's like the Chronicles of Riddick. Didn't need that.
Hey, you know what? I will
You go back for Chronicles of
I
Riddick?
will defend it a little bit, though
it wasn't horrible, but I mean like
though I am glad that they just went back to basics with the next
exactly, yeah.
movie.
Like that was the reason why that character was so good. Like you don't need to make it an opera.
My man Colm Meaney is going hard in that movie. Same with Carl Urban.
Oh yes, I forgot Carl Urban was the
Same with Dame Judi Dench, man. That movie's got a deep bench.
Oh, that's true.
It just makes no fucking sense.
I mean,
I
I think they had big plans for that stuff, but yeah, I think that was misguided. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Riddick.
Maybe that's a future series. We'll just
Riddick
talk
versus
about
Predator.
Riddick. Riddick versus Predator.
That would be insane.
I feel like Riddick would just win. Like,
yeah, you reckon?
Well,
he's got the tech stuff as well, right?
I don't know. This mechanic beat a Predator.
Well, I mean, he's seeing in the dark's not going to help him though because they've got infrared, so there's no advantage there.
Yeah. So like, I feel like Riddick brings more to the table than just
like an army.
Good eyesight.
I guess so. Maybe I'm being harsh.
Okay. Well, we got a little off track here, but
yeah, we did a little bit.
Like I thought when this trailer first came out for this one that it looked bad. And
yeah, you were saying that you thought it looked horrible, and I kind of agreed, but like I'm a bit of a Predator stan, so
yeah, like I just didn't like the decisions, like how to base the movie around. But then, like I said, after seeing Killer of Killers, I'm really willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like they seem to know what they're doing.
Yeah, and he did an AMA on Reddit yesterday. So I was kind of digging in that a bit, and he definitely is well into it. Like he really he loves this shit.
Honestly, like I think we all fall into this trap.
Yeah.
Is that we get disappointed that we didn't get the thing that we wanted. And
Right.
it's not good for them to always give us the thing that they want, that we
Yeah,
want.
that's
So
true.
I
Give
need
us
to
something
just,
surprising.
I need to just let it go.
Well, the one thing and this is not really spoiling anything, but the one bit of lore that I learned in this AMA and then reading stuff is that apparently, like, there's an explanation for why the Predator's tech doesn't really advance over like the hundreds and thousands of years that they've supposedly been around.
Okay.
And
it's like a Star Wars Old Republic
exactly.
type
So
thing.
so apparently what it is that they actually stole all their tech from a different race that they annihilated.
It makes complete sense.
So they just like they have the tech and they can use it, but they have no idea what it is or how to build it or anything.
Well, that's honestly that's the same backstory that Klingons had,
Well,
right? Like
yeah,
like
true.
an alien species visited their planet. They're like, oh, okay, cool. We're gonna murder all of you guys and take your spaceships, and then we can recreate this stuff.
I wonder who came up with it first.
Oh wow, Star Trek.
Exactly, but apparently there is a nod to that in this movie where there's like statues of the this old like race that they apparently conquered that like all crumbled down statues in the background. So keep an eye out for that.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, like deep cut, like hidden in the background nerd things.
Okay, great.
But yeah, so
Yeah, they don't
so
seem
that's
like-
what I mean. He's
don't seem like
definitely
big thinkers.
definitely into it. Like, because when did Prey come out? Like that was a while ago, right?
That was, I think it was 2020, right?
So-
or maybe 2021. It was right smack dab in the middle of
So
COVID.
it sounds like he's probably been in Predator in mindset for like a good like 8 years or so, probably.
He's got dreads on the brain, and you know what? We should have done a Jean-Claude Van Damme episode lined up with this one.
Right.
That would have been too perfect.
Yeah. Oh well, next time.
Well, that was my way to segue into
Yes.
it. Is that
Yeah,
okay
no.
with you?
I think we've said enough about
Predator.
Predators. We
So
all know Predators.
you're a Predator stan. Okay.
I do like it. I mean, obviously, the Alien versus Predator stuff is all pretty much garbage. But
I kind of like it. It's fun.
But yeah, but I mean, not done well. Like those movies are not good.
I think they are the perfect movie to have on the background
Right.
while you have like friends over
Yeah,
or something.
the only thing I remember about those movies is like being into the lore of it and like, oh, this is how things fit together, and this is showing more about this. But as movies, they kind of sucked. I thought.
Well, they didn't think through the lore at all.
No, not really. They just kept changing it.
Like they had the kind of good idea to be like the xenomorphs are like a design of the predators
Right,
to be the ultimate kill, which
Yeah,
is kind of interesting, but there's not really much more.
no,
They had that plus Mayan stuff equals question mark.
exactly. It's like, don't worry about it too much. It's fine.
Okay, so want to move on to our project?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
All right, Pete and I, and hopefully many of you, we're doing this ongoing project called Project Last Action Heroes, where we're talking about big action heroes of the 80s and the early 90s.
Yeah.
And who have we covered? Pete, we're nearing the end. This is our penultimate episode, unless we decide to extend it.
Yeah, I mean, we could, I guess, but
Yeah, there's no one holding a gun to our head. But...
no, and I think we've covered the big guns.
Yeah.
So what have we done? We did Arnie, we did Sly, we did Willis.
Yep.
We did Dolph Lundgren and Jean-Claude in one. We did
Sigourney?
Sigourney Weaver. We did, yeah.
Yep.
We did Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Is that everyone?
And then this week we're
And-
talking the big man himself.
He wasn't that big in the
No.
Yeah, we're doing Seagal.
Yeah.
We're doing Under Siege, which I had like very fond memories of Under Siege. I loved Under Siege when I was younger. I think I must have had it on VHS or something and watched it a lot. And I kind of like it. It's all right as far as like Die Hard ripoffs go. I think it was one of the better ones.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about was Die Hard ripoffs. But
Mm.
I just wanted to say from the get-go, and I think I might have said this before, but way back, this is my first time seeing this movie.
Oh, I forgot
My-
you said that.
My family had the VHS of Under Siege 2.
Oh,
so
see,
we
I never saw that.
We saw that all the time.
Oh, that's interesting. You see the second
Um,
one on the first one.
So when I think
What's the second one even about?
it's a train. It's a train and like a
Oh.
laser satellite system.
Okay.
Like it's kind of,
Like Under Siege on a train?
well, I would say it's Die Hard on a train.
Yeah, I was kind of being facetious.
But yeah, like I loved that movie growing up.
Yeah, okay. So did you love this one?
Yes. I
Wow, that was suspenseful.
I liked it a lot. Like I would say after after The Rock, this might be my favorite Die Hard ripoff.
Yes, that's a good shout, actually.
Like The Rock is really such a great movie.
Yeah,
and
The Rock's
I
awesome.
love it a lot.
Yeah,
This one, like, it's got a lot going for it.
it really
And
does.
like, I think that, you know, no offense to whoever the cinematographer was, I think they were not very good.
No.
But as
It's
like,
pretty
like
cheapy, cheap,
I think like the movie doesn't look very expensive, and you know,
No.
probably wasn't, but I kind of like everything else about it.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Like, and I like Seagal's not my favorite, but I find him so captivating. Like, is he's just such a weird presence.
Yeah.
It's weird that he was a leading man, even like a B leading man.
Isn't it weird? Because I kind of agree, and this is my favorite role of his. That's why I wanted to do this one. Because it's like he's still kind of young. He's not gone over the hill, and he's like in good shape, and it doesn't lean too heavy into his like bullshit though, like martial arts that he does.
They were pumping him up pretty hard though.
They did a lot. They did a lot. They did a bit of it, but yeah, they were like, this guy's the most amazing guy in the world. But he's just like, he just plays like an asshole. Like, like I love like his character in it, but like I don't know if he's
like,
how likable he is.
Like,
he's just kind of a dick.
No one is competent but me. I'm the only one who knows how to do anything.
He's kind of a dick to everybody like around him, even the people who are supposed to be on his side or his friends.
He's a dick to like the Playboy bunny, and she's like, you know, this is not my world at all. It's like, why don't you cut me a little bit of slack?
Yeah, I don't know, in my mind, I'm just like, I think that's just like, I think he's just playing himself.
Well,
that's
like,
just how he is in real life.
I've watched a lot of Seagal over the last year because he was a big blind
Yeah,
spot for
I've
me. I've only seen like a
I've not
couple
seen a ton.
movies aside from just like playing Under Siege 2 all the time.
So you're a bit of an expert then.
But like he just sort of does his own thing.
Yeah, it's very unique,
and like all of his movies are basically written for him,
right,
in mind. So like he's just doing his whole thing. And for people who don't really know his backstory, Pete and I learned a lot about it from reading The Last Action Heroes, which we'll plug again.
Definitely recommend reading that.
But basically, he sort of is like, he's like a legit martial artist, but he is more of a con artist than he is a martial artist.
Yes.
So like he is a black belt in, I can't
Bullshit.
remember. He's like a legit black belt.
Yeah.
But he was in Japan for many years, and he came back to the States, and then he started telling people that he was working for the CIA.
Yes.
For multiple years, which was like, I don't even think there's like a fragment of it that is true. Like he talked.
He might have believed it, to be fair.
Well, like I think he talked to a CIA agent once, and then he's like, man, I'm a spy.
Yeah.
And then he convinced, like he started working as like a stunt coordinator, and then he basically tricked executives into making him a leading man by inviting them to like a martial arts display where he paid people to like let him throw them into the air, which like it worked. It tricked the execs to go like, oh, this is the best martial artist in the world.
Oh. Crazy times, man. I wish I could have been around for some of those things going on, man. It was like a different world.
And then there's the story about like, was it Chuck Norris who punched him and then it made him poop his pants?
Yes. I came up against someone who could actually kick his ass.
Yeah, like Chuck Norris was at the time like legit one of the best fighters in the world.
Yeah.
Whereas like Steven Seagal was a black belt, but he was probably just a regular black belt.
Yeah, and it was something like, it wasn't like, I don't think it was like a violent martial art either. It was something like jiu-jitsu or something, right? And although all the Brazilian jiu-jitsu guys are going to come for me now. But it was something like more of a defensive sort of thing. Like,
right, well,
like a judo wrestling sort of thing.
Yeah, well, you can sort of tell that from his fighting technique. Yeah. It's a lot of throws.
Like throws and yeah.
But I do like, I don't know, there's something about someone who has so much self-confidence that they've convinced themselves they're a spy and that they're a great martial artist that does translate well on screen.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he's got the arrogance, right?
He's got just some kind of dark charisma. And like we haven't even talked about Tommy Lee Jones.
No, he's so good in this, and I forgot how much I liked him in this.
Double whammy of Tommy Lee Jones being the most batshit crazy he's ever been.
It's like everyone's batshit
plus
crazy.
Gary Busey, who shows up in drag.
Like I honestly think that I feel like Tommy Lee Jones, Gary Busey, and Steven Seagal, they just got him on set and was like, you know what, just do what you want. Like, here's some lines, but play it however you want. Just like, I'm just gonna go fucking nuts then, because like Gary Busey is like every scene he's just like psychotic, which I feel like is what he's like in real life.
They said I need a psych evaluation. Can you believe that?
It's so good.
This must have been the same year as Point Break, or
And he
like pretty
didn't,
close
and he
together,
didn't
right?
need him to play it that way. Like, he didn't need to be in drag for that scene to work.
Well, honestly, like his performance and Tommy Lee Jones' performance should be clashing together. But
Yeah,
they don't. Like they kind
no.
of complement each other.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like that shouldn't work. It's like they're not partners with the same goals in mind. They're just crazy people.
really on paper, Busey should be way more buttoned up. Like
Yeah.
this is a means to an end for him. But it's like, no, like he's
No,
also crazy.
yeah, he's like way more crazy. He's just like got that psychotic, like eyes bugging out and just like tweaking the whole movie. It's just like, what is going on here? How has he got this far in the military, but he's actually this insane?
Well, yeah, it's like if Scarecrow and the Joker were in the same movie together, basically.
And but that's what I mean. They had like pretty weird backstories. Like Tommy Lee Jones's character was supposed to be like a CIA operative who got screwed over, right? But like he's just like crazy in this. He's like psychotic.
Yeah, well, I had a question on that. So, was Tommy Lee Jones's character involved in the same mission that Steven Seagal's character kind of washed out on? Because they seem to have some kind of familiarity with each other when they met
Oh,
in
that's
person.
a good oh, you might be right
'Cause
about that. I
they-
didn't put that together, but now you say it, it kind of sounds right.
They mentioned something went wrong
Mm.
in like Seagal's last mission.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Seagal was the best person who's ever been a Navy SEAL.
Yes, yes.
And then he punched a superior officer because that intelligence officer messed something up.
Right.
And then they're letting him run out his 20 years as a chef.
The captain hired him as a favor, right?
Yeah. And like he seems to care a lot about cooking.
He really
Like he's
does.
got some integrity there.
Yeah. Take my fries out the oven.
Do me a favor, okay? Call the bridge, all right?
There's some bits in this that are so bad. But it's just like it's so good bad though. I just love it. Like none of it makes a lick of sense.
No, not at all.
My mom watching it again. I never really put this together when I used to watch it, but like, so they had this Playboy bunny for reasons. There's no reasons why they had this woman in the movie.
I guess
Well, I mean, there's reasons why she's in the movie, but in terms of if it was an actual plot, like what? And then and then she takes some pills, falls asleep, and everybody just immediately forgets that she exists. Like
she jumps out of a cake and
like
then,
they brought this girl on the boat, and then they go about taking over this boat, and nobody even mentions like where did that girl go? She's just left sleeping in a cake.
yeah, they're not.
It's
like,
so weird.
Honestly, I'm pretty disappointed in both the security on the ship
Oh, man.
and in the terrorists themselves. Like they're not like their plan wasn't foolproof here.
There's nobody apart from Steven Seagal. There's nobody very competent in this movie, that's for sure. And even he is a bit just like I'm gonna blow shit up pretty much and shoot people.
He was taking a lot of risks. Like
He really was.
like he should have got shot probably about 1,000 times.
Yeah, that's true. When he's like doing the crisscross arms with the submachine guns going down the hallway, it's like that's not a good plan.
Yeah.
Like that's proper action movie stuff. That it's like this is how Navy SEALs shoot guns, right? You just cross their arms and walk through a hallway and just mill everyone down.
What's great about Die Hard is that he is just a regular guy.
He's just like stumbling his way through a lot of it,
and he's scared for most of the movie.
Yes.
And he's taking very calculated risks.
Yeah.
Whereas like this one, he's just way too competent. Like Tommy Lee Jones is saying like, don't follow him. He's already booby trapped that door, and then of course he has. Like he's just instantly booby trapped the door.
Yeah, and he's like taking bombs apart and like MacGyvering them together to make different bombs. He's like, wow, what are you doing?
It's like, yeah, he figured out that like we can just use these old World War II era guns there, which
I don't like a lot of that stuff was just like I don't even know what's going on anymore. They're just doing things.
it's like I guess those guns have been out of commission for a while, but they're still operative.
Yeah, because they said like, oh, we have no shells apart from these like sparky shells. And it's like, oh, but like we can just use these up. I'm like, okay.
Let's do it old school, man.
Yeah, it's like, what does that mean? Yeah, my one issue with this movie, and this is an issue I always had with it, because I watched it so many times, but I don't think I ever got past the second act like 90% of the time. And I kind of felt that way when I watched it again this time. Like it gets to a point in the movie where I'm just a bit like, all right, I'm kind of feel like this should be done by now, and it just keeps going a bit longer than it needs to, I think. Like when he busts when he gets a team together and like they're doing stuff and like you say like making the shells and stuff. I'm a bit like I'm a bit bored of this now. Can he just like do some booby traps and
Well, and
go and fight Tommy Lee Jones already?
it's easy to lose track of, who's on the ship and who's not on the ship
Yeah,
at that
it
point.
takes he does a lot of stuff that's like it should have just kept it a little bit more simple. I think like him against everybody would have worked well, but they try and do. I mean, just having her involved, I guess, was fine. But like when there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, and like he's talking to the guys back at base, and like
Yeah.
there's all kinds of stuff going on. I'm a bit like, oh,
Like
it's just too much.
you need someone for the hero to be talking
Yes.
to. I'm not sure if it works exactly when the person's like right there
Yeah.
with them.
And like I didn't think their kind of relationship worked at all. He's just like a dick to her.
He's just a dick to her, and then he just steals a kiss at the end.
Yeah. She's like, use a gun. She's like, well, I don't really feel comfortable killing people. And he's like, you're a fucking idiot. It's like, oh, well, okay. It's like he's so harsh to her. And yeah, then at the end, he's like, check this, I'm gonna kiss her in front of all my mates. And the look on her face is a bit like, that wasn't really something I was wanting at this point.
I wonder if that was scripted. Well, because yeah, the thing about Seagal is in all of his movies, there's well, I know the ones I've seen. There's some kind of love interest, but he has no chemistry.
I feel like he wouldn't have chemistry with anybody.
No, like he just does not like. He just seems inherently asexual,
right?
And so like during this movie, at no point did I think, oh, like there's some real. There's some real sparks flying between these two.
Like he's like a nice mentor for this girl who's like, scared.
He's like her dad.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he was like, right? Like he's giving her some life lessons and showing her what a semi-automatic weapon is.
Yeah, I do wish that there was some more interaction between Seagal and Tommy Lee Jones.
Yes, that we're kind of missing that.
We got that a bit with Gary Busey, and then like he did shell Gary Busey, which was fun, but like we didn't get to see them interacting with each other.
No, and that's true. Apart from the one scene at the start where he hits him, right? I don't think they're ever in the same scene together, are they?
Yeah, and then he's only in a scene with Tommy Lee Jones at the end, right?
That fight is amazing. It's amazingly bad, but I love it so much.
I like it a lot. It's great.
Like the way I know you said about the cinematographer, the way that fight is shot is so like bizarre. It's just like so close up, and all you see is them doing this with their like flinging their arms around, and it's just like, yeah, they definitely don't know how to fight properly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the editor is on this movie, but they were working overtime. Like I think this is a movie that feels like it got saved in the edit.
Yeah, I would have loved to see the rushes of just pretending to.
Because they are seriously doing like a slap fight, like two cats. It looks like, right? Or whatever.
It's like, okay, we'll just throw some sound effects so it sounds like they're actually hitting knives against each other. But like I was watching because I was like, I think Tommy Lee Jones has got that crazy hair so that the stunt double doesn't have to, like, he can get a stunt double with a wig. But I felt like he was doing a lot of it himself. Like he threw him across the room at one point, and I was like, oh, that's definitely not Tommy Lee Jones. And he got up and it was him, and I was like, fair play.
Well, I will say, I don't think that Jones was a credible harmonica player, because I don't think that was him playing the harmonica.
That was so weird. I was like, I'm gonna pretend to be part of this band and dress like I'm freaking like the front man of a glam rock band, and then like A, not sing, and B, just like pretend to play the harmonica. It's like nobody was picking him out and being like, why is this guy even here? He's the leader of this band, but he does nothing.
He's just having a great time.
Yeah, they were having a great time, and somehow all of them managed to smuggle guns, like not only onto the ship, but like into that room. Which it seems like bizarre to me how they managed to do that.
A lot of this is on the captain. He's calling out Gary Busey, saying like, I see all this stuff coming in. You didn't run these through the proper chain.
Right.
I'm chewing you out. And then Busey's just like, it's for your birthday. And he's like, oh, gee whiz, okay, for my birthday.
I guess you've got to trust your XO, right? You can't just like assume that he's smuggling in a bunch of terrorists.
That's true, but like he was writing that guy up.
I guess so. Yeah, he's like, he said he needed a mental evaluation.
Yeah. So
okay, I take back what I said. He should have definitely been more suspicious. Oh man, they all should have been, though. To be fair.
Can I ask, like, what was all the stuff about meeting the president. Was that supposed to happen like the next day when they're decommissioning the ship or something?
Yeah, it was interesting in this movie how they were just like, the president is just George Bush, and we're just gonna have a George
Yeah.
Bush lookalike. And I was
It
like,
was
oh,
so
okay.
weird.
It's like, you don't see that really in movies. It's normally like a pretend president, but like, nope, it's George Bush, and this is a real boat, and that did sort of like grate on me a little bit. Like, I didn't remember it being so like rah, isn't the American Navy so great? And like, there's so many as like shots of just the boat, because that must have been like, they got access to this boat.
Yeah, they got
Just
access to something,
so many shots of it, especially at the beginning. Like, this is the best ship in the world, and it's just like, all right, can we just get on with it?
Like, I don't think that was stock footage. Like, I think
That's what I mean. I think they definitely had
they got some pickup shots,
access.
anyways. But on the George Bush thing, I do believe that in the Naked Gun movies, George Bush is also the president in those.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
So there's something about him in particular, like he just was.
Maybe he was
something
maybe he
cinematic.
was just like, yeah, like, you got my permission, just go nuts with it.
It's like got 4 years of like portraying the actual president, and then no other movie's done any contemporary president since then.
Yeah, it did some very odd things in this movie. There was like, like I was saying about, by the time it gets to the end, I'm just like, whatever. Like, and then at the very end, when he's like in his like in the final shot where he's at, like, I guess it's the captain's funeral. It's not really clear what's happening, and then it pans to like the Playboy model, and she's like in her freaking naval uniform at this funeral. I'm like, why is she there? There's no reason why she would be there at all.
She's gonna do a tasteful strip at the end of the funeral. Or she just she signed up.
Maybe she
got the bug.
Yeah, maybe she got like what do you call it, like a field accommodation, whatever.
A commission, like
yeah. They just made her part of the Navy.
She was made an admiral on the spot.
Yeah, because she did save Rhinebeck's life, and he's obviously the best naval officer ever in history. So
yeah, is she the only woman in the movie? Like, certainly the only speaking
no, I think
role.
I think there was a lady in the, like, with the admiral at the base camp, like looking like worried in the background.
Oh, right, yeah, and I also think there was like a newscaster too.
Right.
But
so there you go.
Certainly not passing the back
definitely
test.
didn't pass any kind of test.
Okay, so we talked about
the main lady, it does get her tits out, so that was the main reason why they put her in the movie, I'm guessing.
Well, I was gonna, like, is she actually a Playboy?
I think she was.
Model?
I was trying to remember. I was going to look it up because I think there is some story.
Oh, you were gonna look it up?
Right? No, not pictures. The story about like how she was involved, and I think like she was treated absolutely horribly. Like
I could believe it, because like she did not look like she knew that kiss was coming.
And like that set must have been horrible because it was all dudes.
Yeah, there's like
all macho dudes. Like, oh, it would have been. I feel bad for her, to be honest.
Yeah, like you gotta go to like Gary Busey for comfort. That's like, say, like, you gotta protect me from these weirdos, Gary.
Yeah. Oh my word.
I feel really bad for her.
Yeah, I can't remember the stories, but yeah, I feel like wasn't the best time for her, but she was all right in the movie.
No, like, yeah, she was totally fine.
I mean, it was a bit of a thankless part, but she played it admirably.
Yeah, like, and I think she was playing it pretty realistic without just being completely helpless. Like, she got a couple of good moments.
She sort of had a bit of an arc where she
was able to shoot someone in the back.
Learns to shoot another Star Trek guy in the back. We didn't even talk about Colm Meaney.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because
it was like second week in a row we're going to get derailed by Star Trek.
We have Beltran last week, and then Colm Meaney. I can't believe we almost didn't talk about that.
I didn't even get out.
And he's like probably fifth build in the movie. And
I was watching it at the start, and I was like, Colm Meaney. I was like, I don't remember him being in this.
You're never missing when his name comes up on the credits.
It's a very specific, like, recognizable name.
And he's got a lot of technical jargon he's got to spout in this movie too. Very, very like Chief O'Brien.
He doesn't seem like they just plucked Chief O'Brien out, but he's like a gruff, like, pissed off, like, technical guy. Although he seemed like more of a crazy, like, badass in this movie than I've ever seen him. He was like the Carl from Die Hard in this one. He was like, I'm gonna go kill him myself. And it's like, no, you gotta go and do the technical stuff.
Yeah, I guess, like, it doesn't have the beautiful hair.
No, and he's
Carl,
not as psychotic as Carl either. But
yeah, but no, I always loved the pride of Ireland.
Ooh.
Oh, is this the spot you're taking?
For our listeners, we just parked, and I think this guy didn't realize we put in a spot he was trying to reverse it.
Okay.
This is like the most Canadian road rage thing that's ever happened.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was parking here. There's like a billion parking spots, so no one's
I
gonna
know,
get
right?
mad here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if
But we made it anyway.
if you're new to the podcast, Pete and I, we just arrived. We're gonna go in and see Predator
Badlands.
Badlands. And then I
Talk about it.
lost my track of thought.
Then we're gonna review it.
Then we're gonna review it. We're gonna give you immediate spoiler-free reactions to the movie. Give you lots of warning before heading into spoiler talk.
Yes. So don't worry about being spoiled. We'll definitely let you guys know with plenty of notice when we're gonna start talking about third act reveals and what was going on with that Harvard lady, stuff like that.
If he carried her around the whole movie, or if she got legs, that's what I want to know.
Well, does she start with legs or does she start with no legs?
I think she starts with no legs. I think.
Here we go. We'll be able to tell you all about this, guys. Until then,
my guess is she's gonna get legs.
Yeah.
At some point before the climax of the movie. I think she's gonna be walking around.
I think she's gonna get like Predator legs, like super legs.
Like, do you think they'd put her body on top of a Predator?
That would be amazing.
How would that work?
I don't know. It's space stuff, in it.
Okay.
All right, we'll find out.
We'll see who's right. Wish us luck. Yautja? Yautja, is that it?
Yautja? I don't know. Yautja like voucher?
Yeah. A voucher?
All right. Okay, we're recording.
We got to keep that in.
If we have to use it.
So it's Yautja.
I think it's Yautja, right?
Yautja.
Like if you chop your finger and die, Yautja. Maybe not.
maybe edit that one out.
Yeah, we'll keep that one out.
Well, I do remember now that
Have we started?
Yeah, we've started.
All right, let's go.
You just say what? Okay, say welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back, everyone. We just watched Predator with the Yautjas. All right.
But yeah, the name Yautja appeared on Killer of Killers when they quoted the codex at the beginning of that.
Yeah, when it changed. I was surprised they didn't use their Predator letters that they did in the beginning of that one. You know, and they like translated it from the Predator symbols to English. Yeah. So the Yautja, that's what the Predators are called.
I don't think I can. Am I going to remember that?
What?
Like
Yautja?
Tomorrow? I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like it doesn't roll off the tongue. When you read it, it's hard to know how to say it, which is why I'm glad they said it in the movie. Because
they said it a lot.
It's like, yeah, because at first I was like, Yautja?
Well, it's sort of like in Aliens, they start pushing xenomorph a little bit, but they're not like they're very aggressive with the Yautjas.
Yes,
in this movie,
we're calling them Yautja now. It doesn't make sense to call them predators, though, does it? I suppose to give them a name at some point.
No, well, especially because you got other characters referencing them.
Yes,
and they've not seen the movie Predator.
No, exactly.
Well, what'd you think?
Do we like it? I friggin' loved that.
Okay,
I had a great time with that. I thought it was lots of fun. It was like a big, great action movie with lots of stuff happening, and it didn't slow down, and I was fully invested all the way through.
What else can you ask for?
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think I loved it, but I think it was very good. Did everything that it tried to do.
Yeah.
Probably the second best Predator movie.
Oh.
I don't know what else would be up there like that.
No, there are some Predator 2 stands out there. I know there are.
Yeah,
but it's not good.
There's some bad racial overtones in
Prey.
Predator
Prey
2.
is a good movie though.
I think this is better than Prey, but I think Prey is a better working movie.
Right.
This one,
it's more fun.
It's more fun, but it's also it's kind of silly.
Oh, it's very
at
silly.
certain points.
That's why I liked it, I think.
Yeah, it was fun, not dumb.
No, not dumb. It could have definitely veered into dumb very easily, but it definitely doesn't do that. Also, it wasn't breaking any ground. It was referencing a lot of other sci-fi movies. Well, that are better, but at the same time, it's I don't mind that. It's I like seeing stuff like that.
Well, there's a lot of Star Wars in the beginning.
And I was getting Dune vibes. Well, heavy Dune vibes from Yautja Prime.
Yeah, lots of Dune. A lot of Avatar,
A lot of
actually. Like
Avatar.
they're basically landing on Pandora.
Yeah, basically. And you know what? You know what it seemed like to me, and this is gonna sound like I'm damning it, but I actually, in a good way, it felt like Disney Star Wars to me.
Yeah. No,
Like
definitely.
it felt like
Like,
Mando. It felt like Mando,
yes.
Mandalorian vibes. That kind of.
Good Mandalorian.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
because Mandalorian's, I really like Mandalorian, and that's like good Disney Star Wars. But it's like that kind of.
Well,
I don't know, it had that kind of sheen on it, and that kind of like it's got the comedy in there. It's got the brooding leading man. Like I was getting some vibes.
well, a lot of it reminded me of the fight from season 1 where Mando fights the
Yeah,
Razorback.
exactly. Yeah, stuff like that, right?
So I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like Alien.
Yeah,
There's
yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
but it's pretty darn funny, I would
Yeah,
say.
there's really funny bits in
Like
it, right?
Elle Fanning is definitely
Oh
a
yeah,
big
she was great in it.
standout.
Yeah, yeah.
Trying to remember the last thing I saw her in, but she was very good in this.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I can't
Has
like, picture what
a
she
lot
was
of range for a robot. Or sorry,
Yes.
android.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? And
Sure.
maybe this sounds stupid, but when did they stop being milky? These
Uh,
androids.
They were little. They're still white.
They were like no, like I mean, like when you rip their guts out,
Like
like
the like milky blood.
milk doesn't come out of them. Like
Well,
it's
yeah,
all
it's kind of,
fluffy now, right?
yeah. Well,
Maybe there's a
not
little
to
milk.
get
There's a little
into. I
milk
don't know
there.
what spoiler and whatnot, but like this seemed to be quite a bit more advanced than the Whale and Yutani androids
Right,
of Alien and Aliens.
right. Yeah, because this is
Well,
taking place.
I actually though.
Like, what year would you guess that this takes place in?
Who knows? That's the thing that kind of confuses me with this whole universe and the timelines of stuff because they seem to do big jumps in time. And I'm like, well, I mean, like they've come this far in time and they still like have the same logo. That doesn't seem likely.
Branding is important,
In
especially
the
when there's only
future,
five
I
companies in
guess
the
when you
world.
nail it, you just leave it, right? Don't mess with it.
When Waylon met Utani,
Yeah,
it was a match made in
and
heaven.
they're like, we're never changing the logo.
Yeah,
More milk in our androids.
I I think my one main complaint, well, I have a couple nitpicky things, but
Okay.
my one main complaint is like I was talking about how, I really liked in Prey how they took down the Predator in that one. Like
Yeah.
it's so clever and so satifying,
Yeah.
right? And
Which was a thing with Predator movies, right? It's
yeah,
always like you have to outsmart them because you can't outmuscle them.
I feel like this movie wasn't quite as smart in the same
No.
way.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
we could see, like, he learns from what is it? What is the main character's name again?
Dax?
Or Deck?
Deck.
Deck. Yeah.
Dex.
Yeah. It's not
Going back to Star
like
Trek.
Jadzia.
Yes.
Yeah. Deck.
Deck, sorry, yes.
You could see like
not Anne, Deck. Sorry, the joke for my British friends.
Ant and Deck, right?
Ant or Deck.
Yeah.
It's a Love Actually reference for you guys.
You taught me about that when we did our
We
Aardman
did,
series.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, Ant and Deck.
And then I promptly forgot.
I didn't make the connection watching the movie, to be honest. It was just when you said Deck, I was like, oh yeah. Anyway,
I completely forgot where I was going with my point now.
Yeah, something about how it wasn't
Oh yeah, like
smart the way he
no, like
may or may not
and not like
kill
this
someone at the end.
not like this movie is dumb, but like you see him going through and interacting with the environment, and then that what he's learning is going to have a payoff later.
Yeah, it wasn't subtle.
I wish it was more satisfying. And how that
little things that I thought
off.
were pretty good with that, but yeah, it was a bit like, yeah, it's a bit it wasn't subtle in its like telegraphing of like, ooh, these things do this, that might come up handy later, or
Right.
Yeah, it was, yeah, but I know what you mean. He didn't use the tools in a very smart way. He just used them in the obvious way that anybody would use them in. It's kind of
yeah, and and maybe I won't say my point exactly because I don't want to spoil things. What I found interesting about this movie is that, like, how do you center a predator who we can all agree, like, are jerks
Right.
and are not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like how do you center a movie around them? And I think that they found such a clever way to go about doing that.
Yeah, and that was my main worry going into this in terms of like we're gonna have a protagonist that's a predator who are, let's be honest, fucking weird to look at. That's why they look way better with the masks on.
Yeah, and they look like they do look goofy.
Yeah, it's weird. It was weird to look at them and in their weird little beady eyes and their crazy like genital mouths. It's like it's not it's just weird to look at. And I was like, if you have a whole movie where that's your main guy and you're supposed to be like sympathetic towards him or at least root for him, like I was worried that wouldn't work. But I agree. I think they did a really great job with that.
Like first 5 minutes of the movie, I'm actually actively worried. Like, oh, is this just gonna totally suck?
Yeah, there was a yeah.
But
there was
like,
a bit of that.
I really liked the opening sequence. Like, what once it got going and I saw where it was leading to, I quite liked it, and I liked how he is basically he's an outsider, right? Like
Yeah.
he doesn't quite fit into Yautja society.
Right. Yautja.
Yautja, man, this
Not
is
Yautja like voucher. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yautja. Okay.
Yeah. Like a 20% off Yautja.
I feel okay.
There was a few 20% off
That,
Yautjas in this.
that's an interesting question. Do you think that the Yautjas have restaurants or any kind of retail store?
Well, yeah, without like spoiling too much, because they don't really show too much Yautja homeworld stuff until more towards the end. But that's the thing that I'm like confused about them is like what like they seem to have a lot of cool gadgets, and I know I talked about this a bit before, how it's like they just kind of stole that stuff, so they don't really know. But
Did they
seem
say
to
that in the movie?
they didn't explicitly say it, no, but I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's canon, as they say. But like, it seemed like they were living like freaking Mad Max, like in a desert, sort of like pretty primitive. So I don't really get. I don't, and I'm kind of glad because I think I mentioned before we going in, like I don't really need to see like them going to a restaurant or like what their living rooms look like necessarily and stuff. So and they didn't really get into that. So on the one hand, I'm kind of like I'm happy about that, but on the other hand, I'm like I'm still a bit confused into like it seems like very tribal in this movie. Like that's not a spoiler. It starts off with being very much like, oh, you have to prove yourself to the clan and you're like you're the runt of the clan and all that. Very like tropey stuff with on that sort of thing. So I kind of get that, but like I'm kind of a bit confused as to how they have spaceships, but are seemingly pretty primitive in everything else that they do.
Yeah, I guess they're sort of like Amish in that way. Like they,
Yes.
like the movie actively explores their relationship to using tools and adopting
Yes.
tools for their own benefit.
Yeah.
But I kind of just like to think that, they're all about that life. They like living in
It's like we could have
the desert, then occasionally going on sweet ass hunts.
Yeah, we're like we could have a holodeck if we wanted and replicate our food, but you know what?
Well-
We're gonna eat grubs because that's what Yautjas do.
They really they really seem like there's a bit of a feedback loop going on between the Predator and Herodians from Voyager, and like
Yes.
grabbing in, like Herodians are obviously just predators.
Yeah.
Herodians are a species from Star Trek Voyager.
In case you didn't know, everybody understands Voyager is.
And then
is a
like
great
this movie
series.
seems to be borrowing a lot from like what we learned from Herodians. Like
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
Well, yeah, maybe. I kind of want. There's a little part of me that wants to sort of dig into the comics because there's a lot of like comics that dig into the lore and the Yautja sort of
Is there someone in charge of the canon
history.
of this, or is
That's a
it kind of
great
just
question.
all over the place?
It's a great question. I don't know the answer to that. It's probably one of those things where lots of things have been done, and like, who's to say what's canon and what isn't?
Yeah.
It's not in a movie, I guess it's not really canon, but I'm sure some of the stuff that's in some of the movies isn't canon either. I don't know if there's any Pred aliens knocking around anywhere on Yautja Prime.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Exactly.
Those things would be scary. So I said probably the second best Predator movie. do you still put Prey above this one?
I don't know. It's tricky. You know what? I'm going to say something crazy. I feel this doesn't feel like a Predator movie, which is weird to say because the main character's a Predator and you see a Predator more than anything that you've ever seen before. But it doesn't feel like a Predator movie.
Well, I completely agree.
Because
Like
it's not really, right? It's like a different kind of movie. So,
he doesn't have his cloak for the entirety of the movie.
yeah, which
And
I
like,
didn't really understand that. Like, you have to earn your cloak. Like, it seems kind of dumb, but I guess it's so that they have to explain away why he could just become invisible when he wanted in the movie.
they're just cloak keeping at this point.
Could have just had like his cloak broke at the start. Like it's basically what they did with all his other weapons.
I'm happy with where it went, so it's okay.
I guess you need something.
I do agree though, because your POV is from the predator, like from the predator's point of view, and like at no point are you in the shoes of the thing or things that he's hunting, and the thing or things that he's hunting would not be afraid of him. It's like
exactly.
It's like Predator to me, like is horror adjacent at the very least. Like if it's not like a flat out horror movie,
it's just like unseen menace is gonna get you, right? And there's nothing, you can't do anything about it.
So this movie would be like if you're following like a younger Jason Voorhees who's trying to learn how to be a serial killer.
Oh man, that is a weird comparison, but I love it.
You know, he doesn't have the hockey mask on. He's still maybe got the bag over his head.
He's got to earn his hockey mask.
Yeah,
from the hockey mask clan.
He makes some unlikely allies along the way.
Oh, that's so weird.
But yeah, like I think I'd agree to this that this doesn't feel like a Predator movie. But like then again, like I don't think the franchise is that strong that I have to be precious about it. Like, so I'm glad that we didn't necessarily just get the same sort of thing where
you wouldn't have liked to see like the Predator versus a Viking for an hour and a half.
Well, like I really enjoyed what we saw.
Yeah.
And so I don't like it would have been great if we got a feature length version of that.
I wonder how like tired you would get of that though.
Right. Well, like I kind of think a masterstroke of this movie is that it just outright decided to break the formula.
Yeah.
And like Killer of Killers kind of just showed it like, hey, you know, here's this formula 3 more times. Yeah. Okay, now let's go do something different.
That was like very much of the first movie. It's like, this is just an awesome action movie or an awesome movie that then we're going to drop a Predator in.
Yeah.
For the last half. Which, like, I would love to see that, like, an awesome samurai movie, but then the last half of Predator just shows up out of nowhere and just changes the whole script of the movie. Like I'd be up for that. But yeah, this is definitely not that. But no, I can't argue with second. I would put this above Prey, I think. I mean, I quite enjoyed it.
Well, and we were saying, is he up to the task to level up to a big budget? And I would say definitely.
He does it well. I was gonna say, how did you like the action scenes in this movie? Because
I liked them a lot.
The first, and I don't know if it was just me, but the first action scene and a couple more towards the end, I found it very difficult to follow, and it was when it was dark.
Yeah, I agree.
There was a couple of times where I was like, I am not following what's happening here. It just seems like dark objects, and maybe that was the screen we're in, but we were in IMAX 2D, so like I feel like it's the best. It was the best example I could have seen. And so there was a couple of those action scenes where I was a bit like, I'm not following what's really happening. But outside of that, I thought he did a great job.
Yeah, I think like once we get to Jenna and like most of the action where he's like
Jenna's the planet, right?
Yeah, like where he's Pandora,
some girl.
where he's just fighting
the death planet.
Yeah, where he's fighting the various and it's funny because like he could have easily died in the first 5 minutes. And you wouldn't have blamed him for
multiple things.
He got very lucky.
Yeah, like you believe it when they're like, nobody's ever gone there and come back alive. It's definitely very dangerous. But yeah, which I feel like is another trope that we've seen many, many times. A planet where everything's trying to kill you. Like it's like that's not new. But drop a Predator in there, see what happens.
Drop a Predator, shake it up, toss it, see what happens.
Give him a robot with no legs, or an android with no legs. It's all out of milk. No,
Yeah.
I mean, I thought the action was solid. I thought it never slowed down too much where it felt like it was dragging. It went along at a pretty good clip, and yeah, I was pretty pleased with it. Like it exceeded my expectations, I think,
Well, it certainly exceeded mine because I
because you
did
thought
not
it'd be a big pile of
I
shit.
did not think it was going to be good at all, and I quite liked it.
There you
So
go. There you go. And you know what? It also felt a bit like, and this, I think this is me going back to my Mandalorian, comparisons. It felt like, and now we're gonna do 3 seasons of this. So we're gonna follow Deck around as he goes on his little adventures with his friends. Like I felt like I would definitely be into watching that.
yeah, and
I
like I
wonder. I've not read anything. I don't know if there is a plan to franchise. Well, I mean, it's Predator, so they'll probably franchise it. But
well
if
like
they're gonna follow this character
this
around,
movie's doing pretty well so far.
yeah, I
So
mean, it really is.
we're
So
seeing this on the Monday after the weekend, and it was the highest grossing Predator movie. So
yeah, I mean, that's pretty good going,
yeah,
especially with something like this where he basically revived the whole franchise with that Prey movie. I think people were
but
kind
yeah,
of done with Predator.
he bought a lot of goodwill.
He definitely did. Got people interested again. But I didn't think, yeah, it's weird because I wouldn't have thought this one would be the one that people would gravitate towards. I don't know.
I
It's
think
filling the void of like
well,
people are done with Marvel. People are done with. They just want a big action movie with an alien in it.
yeah, and I think people are looking for something that's a little more fun,
Yeah,
maybe like
yeah,
less serious.
yeah. It
Like
fits that bill.
it is sort of filling that Marvel void without being
Yeah,
superhero
that's
stuff.
exactly it, right? It's like it's big, it's loud, it's got some comedy in it, it's got some pathos in it, not really much, but it's got some. It's trying to hit the emotional beats. It keeps it going along. It's not complicated. It just does what it needs to do, and anybody could sort of follow along and enjoy it if that's what you want to watch.
We really are kind of at a fascinating point of this as a franchise
Mm,
and like how it intersects with the Alien universe, which I guess is
yes.
just all in the same place now.
Yeah, it's all part of the same universe,
Because
right?
it's just and like I don't like I said I don't want to gatekeep what a Predator movie is because I really don't care. But
Okay.
like it's it's fascinating how far we've come in this franchise because like it starts off being an allegory for Vietnam
Right.
and the horrors of war.
Yeah.
And then this movie's about fucking found family. Like what is
Yeah, that's pretty funny actually when
what is
you
going
think
on
about it
here?
like that.
But I'm interested to see what they do next.
Me too. It's interesting because I feel like they probably like I feel like they broke the bubble now. And like I don't think you could do another Predator movie that's just Predator hiding
I
out,
don't think
tracking someone down. I
yeah,
think
like
like people would be like, "What's this? Like, where's his clan?
I
What's he
don't yeah,
doing?"
I don't know if you could or not. Like
That's what I mean. I guess you could. You'd have to make it way more about the Predator though than because you can't just like do glimpses of the Predator.
well, I was gonna say maybe he's a secondary antagonist in
Mm,
a different thing. Like, but yeah, like I don't know if you can just do the simple like he kills a bunch of people and then
yeah.
one warrior gets away and then proves their worth
I mean, I
and
guess not to spoil the end of Killers of Killers, but that's kind of what that movie does. It has sort of to have its cake and eat it. It has those stories of like man against predator and like using ingenuity to beat him, but then also roll that into a wider overarching story, bringing in like wider elements of the Yautja
I gotta watch the last
culture.
10-15 minutes of this movie. You're just lording
Yeah,
it over me
yeah.
and I
Well,
don't like it.
especially just like the last 2 seconds. There's no way to talk about
Ah,
because that also kind of sets up where they could go in the future. But to be fair, it's nothing to do with this movie.
okay.
Like it almost seems like it's completely different trajectories where that movie goes. Like
Maybe
I thought they would tie in, especially because it was the same writer director and all that stuff. But that just seems to be its own. Like we're doing the fun stuff over here with animation.
Maybe I'll send you like a voicemail after I watch it later tonight
Well,
about my
we
thoughts.
could like just connect tomorrow morning and just like
That's true.
drop it in.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to.
But
But, I mean,
it's probably not that important.
no,
Well,
it's not.
I'll see how I feel about it. Well, before we drop into spoilers, I want to plug that our Project Last Action Heroes is coming to a conclusion
Yes.
next week with Edgar Wright's The Running Man and another homework project TBD. We're gonna have to decide on that one.
Yeah, and I think we should probably just open. I think we talked about just opening up to talk about, in general, just our thoughts on the
action stars,
the whole genre and time period.
I think it's good.
Yeah, there you go. We don't have to do it next week now. We've just wrapped.
I think it's pretty good. I give it a B.
Maybe we can run down some like honorable mentions or something.
Well, because no matter what, we're gonna miss some pretty notable people.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. I feel like we have to do a kind of quick fire. Let's talk about these 5 guys.
Well, and we
Not the burgers, but you know what I mean.
We really focused on a certain type of action star,
True.
like they did in the book. Like we didn't cover like Harrison Ford types or Tom Cruise types or Mel Gibson even. So there's like those sort of like maybe like action thriller stars that we didn't cover.
That's true. The most serious actors of the action genre, let's say.
Yeah.
I'm going to say at least.
More of like the...
Like actors that do action versus action stars that are in movies.
It feels rude to say that about like Tom Cruise, but I think it's...
Yeah.
Like, he's an incredible action star, but he's got more going on.
Yeah, definitely.
So really it's a compliment we didn't cover him here.
Yeah, there you go. We're throwing out compliments here.
Throwing out compliments. Well, as always, give us a subscribe and
spread the word. Tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your mom.
Yeah,
she might like it too.
Yeah, she will. Moms love us.
Moms, that should be the tagline. Say, welcome to First Look, Final Word.
Your mom's favorite podcast.
Your mom's favorite podcast. Yo, mama loves this podcast.
Oh, that was not. I don't know about that. Anyway, we got into spoilers.
Yeah, let's drop into spoilers.
All right, let's do it. All right. So where should we start? We didn't talk about his little CGI buddy, his Grogu.
I was pretty against this. I was pretty against this character. It did win me over with some funny antics.
It just seemed like that's what I meant. It seemed like that kind of move where it's like, oh, we need to throw like a CGI, a cute-ish CGI hijinksy sidekick in here.
I'm glad that they built it into the plot.
Yes.
So
you know what it reminded me of a little bit? And you just reminded me of like a movie that did it horribly. Is when they did it in that Jurassic Park movie that I hate more than anything. Yeah, and they threw that stupid little dinosaur in.
Yeah, was it Sarah or Tara? Tara.
Man, if you remember the name of that thing, then you deserve some sort of credit, I guess, because like I've purged most of that movie from my brain.
Yeah,
but that just like because that was the antithesis of like, oh, here's this cute CGI character that we've thrown in, and then they just did nothing with it.
I just love that it's like. I mean, sort of a copycat.
Did it save them at the end? Like when it went through the bars and went and pressed the button to open the door or something stupid? Oh, I hate that movie.
I don't think so, but maybe.
Stupid movie.
Who remembers that movie?
Yeah, but like it was definitely not that. Like you said, they actually made him a very important part of the movie, and then at the end, he's like part of the crew.
He's part of the crew. His mom got blown up from the inside.
I'm not entirely sure I'm buying that that's what the baby of that thing would look like, but I mean, alien biology, who knows? It looked like a little ape, and then it turned into like a giant dog thing. It was weird.
I want to say, I don't think that this creature was that hard to catch or kill. Like, you just got to throw the fucking ice thing at it.
Yeah, and that was a Predator weapon, right?
Yeah. Like, he had like 5 of those.
But I guess the point is that even if you freeze it, like, it's not dead.
Yeah, like,
the only way they kill it is from blowing it up from the inside.
Yeah, but like, he could have figured that out.
Yeah, I mean, just throw a bomb in it and then freeze it, I guess.
Yeah. Like, to properly capture this thing, you do need infrastructure behind you.
Yeah.
But like, he wasn't trying to catch it.
And I think that's the thing with Predators, right? Like Like no single predator could easily beat that thing. If they sent like 5 of them, they'd probably get it quite easily.
Yeah.
But that's not the point of predators. They do it by themselves. And when you're just one guy with 2 hands, and this thing is like growing its head back when you chop it off, and you've got to remember, none of them knew anything about it because nobody came back and told them, "Hey, if you cut its head off, it's just going to grow again." So it's not like you would normally get a second go at it to be like, oh, well, what if I freeze it? It's like once you've cut its head off and then a shock that it grows back, like you're probably just dead at that point.
That's a very good point.
It's not like, back to the drawing board, guys.
Yeah,
Let's come up with a better plan.
I don't think they have a good research team working on this stuff.
The research is nobody's ever killed it, and anybody who's ever tried never came back. I'm surprised they even know it exists.
Well,
actually, to be fair, they had a scan of it, right? When he was picking where he wanted to go,
but
his brother at the beginning. I think somebody must have seen it.
Those must be native to those spaceships. So, like someone else had done some anthropology work, and then they're just.
Oh, I see. So, like whatever species that spaceship belonged to, they just stole it.
Because it doesn't look like they're like who is doing those scans and then coming back and reporting on it.
One of them was Earth, right?
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know, I was trying to figure out if it was like an Easter egg who the person on Earth would have been the target, but I couldn't, it wasn't clear.
It was a quick flash, yeah. Maybe it was Jean-Claude. No,
that would have been amazing.
That'd be really funny. Is this the first time we learned that the Predators are in like a patriarchal clan-based society?
Yeah, but it has to be, right? Like, I don't think we've ever seen, I mean, I'm sure it's in the comics and whatever, but I don't think we've ever seen, like, Yautja society. Yeah,
and I think that addition combined with, like, the Alien franchise sensibilities of, like, you know, you are, like, society is basically controlled by these companies, and these companies, when you're not on Earth, are controlled by like a hardly seen AI called Mother.
Yeah.
And like both main characters have to learn that, you know, fuck your parents. Like, well, the things that they teach you aren't always the good things to teach you.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I think that Thea, you know, she has to learn a little too quickly for the movie. Like,
that is true. They kind of speed run her whole arc there.
I honestly thought that she had like a romantic relationship with Tessa, the way that she talked about her, but then she's like, oh yeah, I guess that's my sister. We should probably stop doing that stuff.
Yeah, it was a bit strange, wasn't it? Then when they did a good job of making them look as different as possible.
I thought for a second when like her face was burnt that it was going to be Dakota Fanning.
Oh,
which would have been cool. Interesting, and I almost think, like, did they try to cast her maybe in this one? I don't know.
Well, I don't know, because they make a very big point of like they all look the same.
Yeah, that's true.
The androids.
One like Fassbender got to play multiple androids in the same movie.
It makes it cheap. You just have to pay one actor.
Yeah,
you've got like 300 extras.
Just got to do a slightly different voice. But yeah,
like the guy who played the male.
I feel bad for him.
But do you think he got paid extra? Because he played like a ton of parts.
I don't think it works that way. Like, yeah, like
depends on your agent, I guess.
Yeah, he's a featured extra. Plus, he's a principal.
Yeah, he got 100 paychecks for being an extra.
Yeah, he actually got paid $100 million to be in this movie. Union rules. What can you do?
Right. He died a lot. Poor guy.
What's the name of that one Pixar movie that was released during COVID about like the Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh, Onward.
Onward.
I love that movie.
This movie has something from Onward in that there's a pair of fucking legs just walking around.
Yes. I didn't even make that connection, but you're right.
As soon as I saw it, I just started laughing because they're doing
it was such a hilarious.
The same bit from Onward, which like apparently that bit has legs to it.
He was saying
believe it or not, I did not plan. I did not plan to say
I've got to drop this in the podcast later. This is great fun.
I just like him sitting in the theater and I just get so excited.
As much as I like loved it, I was a bit confused as to how the legs had seemingly a mind of their own.
Well, I think she's communicating with the legs somehow, but she's also surprised that Deck shows up.
But it wasn't like she was controlling the legs, though, because they were like high-fiving. Like, would you really do that? That seems a very weird thing to do if it was just your own leg.
That's where, like, the movie gets very, very, very silly. And it's
Yes,
either going to work
definitely
for you
does.
or it's not.
Yeah.
It was working for me, but as it's working for me, I was thinking, this is kind of stupid, but I'm still enjoying it.
I know what you mean, because there was maybe 2 or 3 or 4 specific moments where I was like, "Ooh, that might be a little bit much."
Is this too much legs?
Or like, I think they did it twice where they just showed him purposely not looking at explosions behind him, like he's an
Oh
action
gosh,
hero.
like
And I was like, "Oh man, like they really made that a bit much."
the first time that he did that, and then he was just blowing up like a gas station.
Yeah, it's just like,
basically,
what's the point in this?
I didn't realize that he was doing that to lure,
Right.
that monster there.
Just
I
doing
thought
it for aura farming.
Yeah. Well, I thought I thought he was just doing like that's just like adolescent rage. Like he's just mad.
I'm not even gonna look at it. It's like there's no one here to see you look cool, dude. Like just look at the explosion. Although I am glad, because there was a little. I was worried. I was extremely worried for like a half a second, and I thought they were gonna have her say "Get away from her, you bitch" at some point when she was in the loader. I was like, "Oh, please don't."
That's one of my complaints about the movies. Like, why do they have to do a loader thing again?
That was a bit too much.
Because Alien Romulus just did it again after Alien Covenant did it. And then after, like, Avatar fucking did it. Like, how many times do we have to see someone fight a big monster in these loaders?
I agree, but at the same time, I thought they did a pretty cool job. That was a pretty cool loader, man. It had, like, a circular saw and all this, and he put it right through the chest of the thing.
I guess.
But yeah, I was the same way. When I saw it, I was like, oh, are we doing this again? Sure.
Like, and I guess my umbrella complaint is that I wish that there wasn't so much, like, inspiration that they took from other franchises, because
it definitely was.
It's like I don't know if there was anything like visually original in this movie.
Totally agree.
Which like I would love to see what he does next.
Yeah,
either in the Predator franchise or out that kind of has a little bit more.
That's the vibe I was getting. The vibe I got was like Dan Trachtenberg was like, okay, I've got the money now. I want to show people that I can do the big fun adventure action movies, the sci-fi movies that I loved when I was a kid. So I'm just gonna do that.
I can't blame him. It's what I would do.
Yeah, but so it's like I'm not doing anything crazy original here. I'm not pushing the boat out or taking any massive swings. I'm just gonna do what I loved to watch when I was a kid and put a Predator in it. I'm like, you know what? He did that very well.
Well, and you do have to give him credit. Like, it is an incredibly clever spin that they put on this franchise, which is not really ever been a moneymaker. And like, good on him for figuring out the crazy combination that would work. Like, it's sort of like if Quentin Tarantino made this doesn't feel like his style at all, but like Tarantino mashes up a bunch of stuff he likes and then puts it all into one movie. It's sort of like a Tarantino-esque Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, and I think we do need to give him credit, because if you'd explained to me exactly what this movie was and what happened in this movie and like how it goes before, I would have been like, that sounds like shit.
Well, that's why I thought the trailer looked so terrible.
Right, because it could have very easily been a horrible movie. So I think you have to give him credit for pulling it off, really, to be honest.
A key decision is that like the Predator never spoke English, which I think is so important.
That was a great choice, because that was the other half second where I was very worried when she does like, oh, it's the universal translator, which we've seen in millions of movies before. so now we can just speak English to each other, and I was like, oh, that's gonna sound weird.
I assume they were gonna do the Red October thing where it just switches over. It works really well that he speaks in Yautja.
Yautja.
I'm never.
I hope that's what it's called.
Yahtzee! Okay. That she speaks in English, he speaks in Predator.
Predator language.
And like their dynamic works really well.
Yeah, it really does.
And like I like that like she basically tells him like, take me along and like use me as a tool, because she's sort of like an anthropologist, and that she understands his culture. She understands like how like they're loners, but like they would interact with me if he does not see me as like a person.
Like a partner.
And then she reveals later that like I've actually just been using you like a tool, and like that is like the most pissed off he's ever been.
That was a pretty good twist, actually. It's a good movie. Good movie.
It's a good movie. Like it's exploring themes in a very surface level way, but like it's not just like pure dumb entertainment. Even though it also is pure dumb entertainment.
Like I'm just thinking. The more I think about it, the more I'm like actively shocked that it's not terrible, because it should be terrible. It's like the whole, oh, you know those predators that are like cold, unthinking killing machines? We're gonna get to know this one, and he's gonna have jokes, and he's gonna have a heart, and he's gonna get a team together, and it's gonna be great. Like that just sounds like the worst thing ever.
Well,
but it's not, so it worked out all right.
I don't know, like I don't think there's that many similarities, but I have a similar feeling after leaving the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Oh, that is a great movie.
It's just sort of like that's that kind of tone that it's able to achieve throughout the whole movie, where like it is kind of goofy and stupid, but you do sort of care about it. Like
that movie was so much better than it had any right to be.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
And I think like that movie is better than this movie, but this movie is like, it makes you care about a predator, and then that's pretty good accomplishment, right? I would say.
Yep.
Definitely a big shout out to Elle Fanning. I think she was. Do you know
great. The actor who played Deck? Do we know who that was?
No, I don't.
We should probably give him his flowers, but
I want to give him his flowers. But also the design is pretty good. Like they made him look like weaker, but not like a weakling.
Which I think they kind of had to do, right? They couldn't have had like a hulking predator protagonist. It would have been a bit too like.
I love the design of the dad. I think it was so good, especially when the mask was off. I'm like, oh yeah, this is like a 65-year-old predator.
Like an old man, right?
Yeah, like they did an incredible job with that.
Yeah.
And I like that Deck didn't look like so monstrous, but like he looked like close enough to the predators we've seen. But like if it was a predator we've seen already, you couldn't spend the whole movie with him.
No, I agree. I thought it was like, it's one of those decisions where on a surface level you're like, oh, I don't know if I like that design. That's not what my predator looks like. And I know a lot of like scuttlebutt online was like people like, oh, that guy's a woke predator. He's like emasculated.
What about him makes him woke? Like
I don't know, like they made him more like feminine or whatever.
Okay, sure.
My
predator's a short king. Thank you very much.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's like give him his credit.
And we also got the world's first beginning credit scene.
Yes.
I thought that was pretty funny.
I feel like have we seen that? I feel like I've seen that before though.
Like a credit fake out.
Yeah, where like you think it ends. Like they did it in a Spider-Man movie, where you thought it had ended and then it immediately did an extra scene. What it was like Far From Home. Was it Far From Home, which is the one where he was in London? No Way Home. No, Far From Home.
Yeah, that's Far From Home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they do the Jonah Jameson reveal.
Spoilers for that movie. But,
you're right. So it's like the record scratch thing.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Wait a minute, we're not done here.
The movie was done. Yeah, but they definitely did that. I guess we haven't seen female Yautjas.
You know,
at this point?
You know what? I'm just gonna come out and say it. Yautjas have dicks, okay? I'm not into it.
They've got it.
I'm not into a Yautja without a dick, okay?
Oh, well, no, I mean that's fair enough, Trevor. Whatever floats your boat.
Go woke, go broke, guys.
No dick, no dice. Like, do you think they just look the same though? Or did
you just make up no dick, no dice just now?
I did. Yeah.
That's pretty. Like, you got to trademark that, man. That's really good. If we accomplish nothing in this podcast except for that,
we got to get it in the podcast description somehow. I don't know, like Spotify might flag it. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I think we've talked about this long enough now. We should probably let people go.
I thought it was really good. Tune in next week for The Running Man. I'm very, very excited for this one.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid the trailers getting plastered everywhere, and I'm trying to avoid it because I want to go in kind of fresh. But
well, I've seen the trailer. The trailer looks a little cheesy, I think, but not like, it's not too overly hammed from what I could tell. I hope it's more hammy than it's actually making it seem like.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. We'll see what your man does. Capybara.
What?
Some of the people say he looks like a capybara.
Oh, I've never heard that, but he kind of does look
talked
like.
about that last time we talked about him
Did we really?
during Twisters, I think.
That he looks like a capybara.
Yeah, everyone online says that he looks like a
I
capybara.
don't remember, but it fits him.
Yeah, he does have that kind of face, right?
Okay. Well, there you go. I thought you were gonna say my man's Edgar Wright, which
Oh yes,
like
indeed.
I do quite like Edgar Wright,
Yes,
but
I'm a big Edgar fan.
well, let's end it here.
Yeah, we're rambling now. All right. Well, yeah. Until next week, until we talk about Edgar Wright and capybaras trying to get shot. That's the final word.